I'm Cornelius Davis. Everybody know me by McNeil. I grew up in White Oak, 1208 Holly Drive. Overall, I've been all over Tunica, from old sub to new sub to seal sub, just different parts of Tunica. Growing up here, it made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? It made me stronger. Um, it's a very family origin when we was growing up. Like everyone, either that's your cousin or that's your cousin, you know. It always been very family origin. Like old sub pool, that used to be the spot. Like if you didn't get a chance to go to old sub pool, like you missed out.
It's like a coming of age,
Yeah, like
a rite of passage to go to that pool
man, like when it was only 50 cents to
and the
go there.
quarter. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yes.
Like my granddad, recipe Mr. Miller, used to be up there
Oh,
asleep.
yes.
Oh my God. But he always knew who didn't pay. It doesn't matter if he was up there asleep or not. He knew who was in there and who didn't pay before they got in there.
Yes.
But yeah, like man, a lot of memories and tunes. Like
How do you feel like the memories and like they shape us? Like what are some memories that you feel like that we all share that like just shape who we become and who you've seen, like, because you're an adult now, but you
right.
still have those memories. Looking back, do you see how Tunica like shaped us?
Facts. Like I remember like every day. Like my mama, she didn't want me to go to the sub. But my Uncle Luther worked on cars in the sub.
My neighbor.
Yeah, you see Elbow and Gear and Cello, Robert, Luther. Like them my cousin and my Uncle Jerm. So they always was talking about the sub, man. Everybody gonna go down the main street in the sub and woo woo. And I'm like, Mom, I wanna go to the sub. She's like, nah, you going to the sub. Ah, everybody's gonna be there. But, I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now. But about the experience of me being there to see it, wow. Like, there was a different vibe. Like, people with different cars, the big rims, the sound, the different women walking up down the street.
Yeah.
Like,
So what part of town were you from for that to be so different?
well, okay, check out. Every section in Tunica, it always have their time of year. In White Oak, the
Okay.
4th of July at the arcade
I remember that. That's
was the
very true.
time.
That is very true.
That was the time. Like, you had to go to White Oak on the 4th of July so you can see the different cars. Everybody got on their fresh outfits. I'm talking about that was like, wow, we gotta be in White Oak. Like, you'll catch a ride from old sub to new sub. And any car that going back towards that way, hey, you going to White Oak? You catch a ride. That's how it used to be like the sub. The sub after school, like it was the time because everybody gonna walk the main street. I don't care how hard it was. Everybody gonna hit that main street. It's just the time. After school, that's it. Where you going? Before band practice
That is, yeah.
in the sub. Like
Yeah.
Bud stove,
Yeah.
$3.50 for a Bud burger. Man, like that was it. I actually in the sub is the first time I had a pickle pig feet.
Oh, that's the first time I was compulsed by it.
So like, okay, what that is? It's a pickle pig feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one of those.
Yeah, the kids used to eat it to the bone. That was the most disgusting thing to
Oh
me.
man, pickle pig feet. Yeah.
But the people who ate pig feet thought I was disgusting because I like pickled eggs.
Ah, but pickle egg was great, but he ain't had that pig feet.
See,
It,
oh.
it was. I guess you had to take time with the pig feet though.
And you ended up in band and being drum major.
Yes.
And later on, we'll talk about music. But like, how did you end up in band, and how did that like change your experience in Tunica?
Man, at first I was in RTC.
Okay.
I used to hate putting on that outfit.
I know you do. Michaela got on you a lot.
I said, put the hat on when you outside. I'm like,
Oh, well, not Michaela. What did y'all call her?
Mama Zen.
Oh, no, like I thought it was like an official RTC
No,
title or something.
Mama Zen, Mama
Okay.
Zen, because she always mama. She always bossing us around.
Yeah.
But I was on RTC, and like every day at school you hear band report to the band room. Band report to the band room, like, man, the band going somewhere every day.
This is true.
Why RTC don't going somewhere 2 times a year?
And then when y'all come back, y'all complain about how hot it was.
Hey, bro, I'm talking about you got to stand in attention. Make sure your legs don't lock, you gonna fall. I'm like,
But band was more interesting.
yeah, like, I started out playing the trumpet. After I got done playing the trumpet, then that when Riley graduated, and I tried out for the drum major, and I got the position. And that was like my first accomplishment of something huge.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
I never thought in a million years, like, this little bow-legged dude gonna be a drum major. Like,
How do you measure that as like your biggest accomplishment?
one
Was it
of them.
one of them? Like, I mean, one of the first.
Yeah.
Like as a young person, one of the first. How did you measure it by like? It was something you worked hard and really, really, really wanted and got it,
Yeah.
or it was because it was an esteemed position. Like, what was it that made it the accomplishment it was?
From starting from a trumpet, you have almost 100 plus in the band. Anybody could have been chose
Yeah.
to be the drum major. But I feel like he seen some type of leadership in me
Yeah.
to give me that position. And once I got that position, it was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is something that can help me on later in life.
Right.
Cause I always had stage fright when I was younger. Like, seriously, I always had stage fright. I wouldn't, hey, keep me in the back. But now, hey, put me on the stage, I'm gonna do what I need to do.
That's so interesting because I feel like whenever you were like in the running for it, I don't know if it's just because we were your friends, we sort of knew, like we just felt like it made sense.
Yeah, a lot of things make sense, don't always happen.
Of course.
So-
Of course. So I'm just like from the outside looking in, like that was, I'm sure a lot of people's like, it makes sense for Neil to be, but to know your inner workings of it all, like how bad you wanted it and how you were processing, like there's a lot of competition here.
Facts, man.
A lot of competition, people who have been in it longer than me,
Facts,
all the things, and you got it.
facts.
And to us, it looked like, oh, it was just,
It was easy.
yeah.
No.
And that's so true in so many ways.
Right.
Like in all of our lives, like people think they know.
They don't really
Most of the time, they have no idea.
None. Cause they
No
were
idea.
like, band count, I almost quit. Real talk, I almost had quit band count. Cause we, from Roll Ford High School, the, what it is, right up the road between Washington, we took that road.
Teachers Cove?
Took that road all the way down to Great New St. Paul Church. We all had on like a safety vest. In the band, we had to run, walk back.
I remember that. I remember those days.
And I'm sitting there like, Miss Harry, I ain't gonna make it.
I was on the bus on the way home. I saw y'all.
We have to sweating mouth, trying to figure out like, do I really want to do this? But that determination though wouldn't let me just let it go.
Yeah.
So
Does music, did that like play a part into how you became a musician, like wanted to be a recording artist, or I believe it was something else. I believe Love Jones had a huge impact on you.
Facts.
I remember that. Like
Facts.
you were
Yes.
like his number one fan.
still is to this day.
Yes.
Like rest in peace, Lil Jon.
Yes.
Like Lil Jon was that big brother, like that. The first celebrity, I was like,
Yeah.
Everybody bumping Kiss League.
Yeah.
I come to
You
school
could not
singing
avoid it.
every song. I'm talking about, I'm in the classroom singing Lil Jon every day. And
You
Never
were
K used to
his.
have me sing it every day.
You got it sucking a lot of people. Like, you understanding the power of a fan today. I mean, even then too, but we didn't know. You were the ultimate supporter. Like, before you even knew, like, you were like, when we heard the songs, we thought about you.
Right.
Because you were singing them so much.
Man, like, I love his voice. Like, the first time I met Lil Jon was at church, and he was singing God is Able. And I was sitting back in church, just a kid. I'm like, man, you got the church rocking.
Yeah.
Like, and then I heard him on my cousin album, Lil CB, or My Struggle.
Yeah, right.
And they had a song called My Struggle, and Lil Jon sung the chorus.
Do you remember how it goes?
I'm living this life on my own, and I will continue to carry on. I was like, I want to sound like that. I want to sound like Lil Jon.
Oh, Lord.
Like, I used to tell cuz, hey cuz, I'm waiting on the next song come out. I'm waiting on the album. Like, for real, like, and that really molded me and really inspired me to want to do music.
Yeah. Did you have a relationship with Ashley Selden? I remember the band, or somebody did. Oh, it was a radio station that came in and did a contest, and she won it, and they recorded like an EP record or something.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. It was on a radio station in Arkansas.
Yeah.
Like, Ashley Selden had the beautiful
Man,
most.
I know she got like, oh, let me run from him, because I'm like, can you sing for me?
Like, but her whole family though,
Yes.
all of them can blow.
Yeah. I remember her sister, her younger sister.
Selden, yeah.
Yeah.
But them folks can blow.
Yeah.
Like,
man, I wish I was St. Alan Austin back then and not just Marvin Harvey, because St. Alan Austin would have knew what to do.
Hey, come here, I need you to go. Yeah, real talk. Like,
Man.
real talk. Like, she always can blow. Like, for her to be that little, she can blow. I'm talking about. And you don't find too many.
No, at all. And just, it feels good. I mention these people just because it's important. Like, Tunica has had and still has some really incredible talent.
Thanks.
And it seems to somehow get trapped in a bubble under a dome and doesn't get too far from us. We make it big, and it feels big in our world, and we go out of our world and it's like, we have to celebrate these people and these legacies that have been left,
That's true. That's real true.
How does it feel to be like amongst that? Like, you have this really dope blues record. Tell me about that.
With the We Like to Party record, I have a crew, two-lit crew.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Like, we came up with the line Down for Knee Deep. It was quarantine. Like, we just was every day celebrating each other. Barbecues, drinking, stuff like that. So we would karaoke, and my homie Kevin Lee, he came in the house singing, "Knee deep, baby." We're like, man, you sing this song every day. So my sister B was like, y'all gonna sing the song so much, I might well make a dance to it. And right there in Jerome McMahon apartment, we moving couches, and we sitting there, knee deep. I'm talking about, we thought we were celebrities.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, we made a line down. Okay, let's put it out. But we didn't know it was gonna get that big. Like, the whole world is now doing a line dance that came from Tunica, Mississippi, in an apartment complex. Man, that's dope. That's dope.
It's amazing how, like, social media has allowed, like, small places like this to, I mean, all over the country, most content we get, it ain't always from Atlanta. It's
No.
from some rural town with some very creative people who got a lot of time on their
A lot of
hands
time. Quarantine, we had
to
too much
create
time.
content, and it's entertaining and it's quick, and I think it's retraining people's mind as far as like how to be creative. Like it's a new type of attention span you have to appease, and dance trends are like really big. I've seen you perform your song even at was that Amazon warehouse
No, Jam Warehouse.
jam.
Yeah.
I'm like, this song is everywhere, and it's any black space. As soon as you turn the song on, it feels familiar. It feels like we heard this before.
Real talk.
We know this song.
And I was just surprised how so many people had gravitated towards it. Cause I initially recorded the song just for my crew to come up with another line then.
Yeah,
But I went through all the proper procedures to buy the beat, make sure I had it licensed, copyrighted,
yeah.
and then put it out. And it just been taking off.
It gives me Sir Charles Jones.
But yeah,
And I imagine when we were listening to him, he was probably our age that we are now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how old he is.
I don't either.
He probably was like not that old,
Yeah.
but it just felt like an old soul type of song.
But
You've been putting out music for a minute, and I know in Tunica, one thing that's missing when we talk about all of these amazing artists that we have, I know that one thing is missing is just education and knowledge about the music business and the things that you can do just with your computer to get your music out, like first getting it registered on ASCAP, BMI or something. And then when I ask about something like Sound Exchange, the artists don't really know about that. Do you feel like that is something that's missing for you as an artist? Like there are things that you're like, I know this, but there's something I don't know. But I don't know what I don't know.
facts, you always want more.
Yeah.
You want to know more about the business. You want to know more. So if you do get approached by a record deal or record label, you'll be able to be prepared to have a conversation with them like, okay, so how much of this percentage of this would you be getting? How much would I be making?
Right.
Instead of you going to sign a deal, you done sign all your rights over.
Man, it happens so often. With that being said, do you feel like there are people here that you've been able to collaborate with or get close enough to who can like share information and share knowledge with you on?
Like Craig Harris,
Yeah, for sure.
real talk. He the GOAT. Like
Definitely.
he that big brother. I can call him directly. He gonna give me a direct answer. He not gonna go around the board. He gonna be straight up honest with me, and I love that about him.
Yeah.
Like for real.
How does seeing someone like him like inspire you to like create, you know, the future that you've been dreaming of or the future you want for yourself or for your community?
He motivation.
Yeah.
He real motivation. From his start until where he at now, that's everybody's accomplishment. Like
Yeah.
I want to be not like similar but great as
Yes.
him.
Yes, or greater. I'm
Yeah,
sure he
yeah.
wants the young people who are looking at him to be greater.
Right,
Like,
and
go
he's
be
so-
greater than me.
He's so humble.
Man,
Humble.
yeah. And I love that we're having this conversation about you and like relative to others in Tunica in this place, because for so long, I think a lot of conversations has been focused on the negative in Tunica.
Always.
And I'm not mad at those people. I'm mad at the ones who are not putting the positive stories out there, the ones who are
Positive light.
not having the positive conversations.
Fact.
We have to give those spaces, and I really appreciate you for having this conversation. But before we end it, I just want to leave on a visionary note. Like, tell me what you envision for yourself, like the future for Tunica or the future for yourself, like as an artist or as a person from Tunica. I know that's a big, loaded question.
Man,
I
like
ask that question a lot, though, even to myself.
I really would love to see Tunica come together.
Yeah,
Like we're so talented. Like we can be greater together, but we are so stuck in our ways and egos, and we don't want to come together. But that'll be a great thing. For myself, I just want to, raise my children,
yeah.
be successful. I'm gonna try to do all the things to be successful.
You will do all the things.
We'll do all the things.
You
There
will
you
do
go.
all the things.
We'll do all the things to be successful. And, I just want my family to have a better life.
Yeah,
I want to be able to sit back and say, this is my greatest accomplishment.
yes.
I don't just want to just settle for it.
Yes, man. You've made a lot of accomplishments. There is still a lot to be made. Like you, me, all of us.
A lot of
And
work.
there's still a lot that we can all do together.
Facts.
And it starts with conversations like this. I appreciate you for having this
Appreciate you
conversation.
for having me on here too.
Yes, sir.